Guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I decided to play with two palettes, the Patrick Ta Extra Dimensions 3 and the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, which I consider a classic palette. I love this palette. I wanted to combine these two palettes to create this soft date night look. So if you want to see how I achieve it, please keep on watching and let's play in makeup. I'm going to start off using MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre to prime my lids. For this look, I'll be using the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette and the Modern Renaissance, the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Starting off with the Patrick Ta palette, I'm going into this light brown shade here as my transition color. To blend that shade in, I use a flat blending brush that's a bit more dense. For my next shades, I'm going to use this angled brush. It's a bit dense, and I'm using it to blend out my outer V. From the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to tap into the shade Love Letter. I'm going to mix that with the Patrick Ta palette and mix that in with the shade Classic. I start by stamping the color in, and then I go back and blend it in. Bring it in halfway on my eyelid. I go back in with the first brush, just blend those shades together. After, I take a clean blending brush with nothing on it and just go over everything. This is the first brush with the transition shade. I'm just blending out the edges so they melt together. Next, I'm going to use this flat brush. It's more like a concealer brush. I'm going to go back into the Patrick Ta palette and use this shade. I'm going to go back into the brush with the shade from the outer V and just blend those two together, just by lightly tapping on it. Now I'm going to take the first transition shade and just go over this corner right here. I'm going to use MAC Blacktrack and a liner brush to line my eyes, and I'm only going to go in halfway on the eyelid and do a slight wing. I'm going to apply some Ardel lashes. I'm going to go ahead and use the eyelash curler to curl them. I do about 3 squeezes per eyelash. I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara just to blend the lashes in together. This is the Benefit Fanfare Mascara. L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I'll come back and do my lower lashes. Using the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face, I'm going to apply this to the high points on my cheeks. I'm going to use a stippling brush. Before I continue any further, I'm going to use my Dior primer to mattify my T-zone areas. They're my oily areas. I'm going to use Il Maquillage for my foundation. I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to blend everything in. Next, I'm going to use a Tart Shape Tape in the shade Tan for my highlight. For my contour, I'm going to use the Hourglass foundation stick in the shade Chestnut. I'm going to go ahead and dip back into the Hourglass foundation stick to do my nose contour. I'm going to use the NARS liquid blush in the shade Brazen. I'm going to use the other side of the Beauty Blender, it's still damp. I'm turning the Beauty Blender back around to where my highlighted area is, just to melt those two together so the blush doesn't come up too high. I'm going to use my Mercier translucent powder to set my highlighted areas. I'm going to add a little bit more under my eyes just to catch the fallout if there is any when I go back in with eyeshadow underneath my lower lash line. On a smudger brush, I'm going to dip back into those two shades and pretty much duplicate what I did on the top lid underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to use this Sephora crayon. It's a nude color, Secret Boudoir. I'm applying the nude pencil in my waterline to make my eyes look more awake. I'm taking that same brush and cleaning it off, and I'm going into that nude shade and applying that in the inner area. That same brush I used before that had nothing on it, I'm going back in and just blending out those edges. Now I'm going to apply the mascara using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, using the MAC Extended Play Gigablack, using the NARS and Laguna for my powder bronzer. This is just to set my cream contour. I'm going to use my MAC foundation powder in NC42 and use this to help wipe away the powder. At the same time, it's also lightening up these areas. This foundation powder is a little bit lighter, so just emphasizing the spots where I want light to hit on my face. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with the MAC Fix Plus. For my highlight, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated Highlight in the shade Aura. For my lips, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place lip liner in the shade Mauve 17. And I'm going to top that off with the Buxom Lip Gloss in Dolly. I'm going to spray my face, lock it in with the One Size setting spray. This is the final look for a soft date night glam look. If you do like this look, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoyed the tutorial, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you. Bye.